Hi guys, I hope that you're doing well. We're going to check some element signs here and see what's going on with everyone. Welcome back if you are returning back. If you are new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, my channel is very, very intense. I don't hold back. I ask at the hand of the Most High who's going to tell something for you. And a lot of people have hidden enemies, and it's really dumb. It's really dumb, and I go after that type of energy. And we just want to be aware of what devil-like people are trying to do. And so my channel might be different. I feel energy. I'll speak around that space. It's hard to feel. It's hard to hear, I'm sure. But anyway, if you're supposed to be here, you will be. Otherwise, thanks for checking me out. I have freedom of speech and I have rights just as much as the next person does. And I take my rights to be upright and to strive for that. And if you want to be upright, then great. Thank you for being that way in the earth. Otherwise, if you want to be a kook, you have a right to be a kook. And it comes with consequences. That's dumb to not want to be wise. But anyway, people in the flesh, and that's what they want. So, but anyway, we want to be clear of these types of people. So anyway, let's see what's going on. We're going to start with air. Happy birthday, happy anniversary to any person, any cross watcher. I hit energies both ways if you are new. And so this energy can flip flop. So you just put the pieces where it goes. If I'm saying something and it goes the other way, then fine. Just get outside the box. Let the Most High God by the Holy Spirit speak to you, because you will. All right, so let's get started. Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, I thank you for who you are. Let's come on in here. What's going on with air energy here for the next 24 hours? Show me air. We have the Queen of Cups, or excuse me, the Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay, well, that's fishy and crazy, or somebody's not going to open up for some type of communication for apology. If they are, for some of you all, you got somebody being fishy and seducing, and somebody greedy here, or with grudges, and they're playing a game, and that's just crazy. Some of y'all may have teenagers or little kids around something as well. So either somebody is not going to open up with the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with an apology, or somebody is going to try to open up and do something and be crazy and fishy, and because they got grudges on something that's going on. A real childish types of energy. So it's not good. We had today a karmic woman in the hidden space. That card has a meaning of somebody who sets up in some type of a position somewhere, and they were karmic. So whatever. The King of Swords, there you all are coming out. And so if the King of Swords ain't going to put up with crap if he's upright. Okay, those of you in the upright, if you're at the kingship level of something, you're going to know somebody's being fishy and you're going to cut it out. And this is a cold as ice, habitual liar in the reverse. If there's authority around something, then so be it, and somebody's going to go to jail. Somebody's stuck. There's a tower coming for air energy. You also have to have strength to make a decision in the next 24 hours, air signs. If somebody just energetically in jail, then somebody's energetically in jail. They know that they are, and somebody had to open their mouth to try to get out of something. If there's greed and money, or they've got a hold of something that they won't give up in a matter, they're still going to have a tower on it. There's going to be a great big fat paradigm shift. There's going to be an eyewitness to something, and somebody's oppressed around air energy. What is in the hidden space for air? Your ex came out. To those of you who have exes, the ex comes out on the platform all the time. But somebody's ex was there today, and that King of Swords and the Queen of Swords was in the general today. So somebody knows they got to make a decision. And so if somebody knows somebody's being confusing around some stupid stuff in the next 24 hours, the tower's still coming down on something. There's knowledge out here. The motto is I know. Somebody knows something. And yet there's a confusion card out here. Somebody don't know how to speak and be adult and be upright. You got to be fishy and nonsense and crazy. Then you go right on ahead, fools. That's stupid to me. But anyway, people are crazy. They really are crazy all day long. Something about having strength out here. So if there's a separation, then there is a separation. So if you are new, I read differently than a lot of people. And the pictograph, if you look at the top of this card, I wrote the pictograph language it looks like a ladder on its side, but it represents a wall. It represents a doorway going in and out. Births and deaths could be here. Male and female energy could be out here. There's something being separated or being knocked down in the next 24 hours. And somebody knows something. Maybe on your electronics, something's known as well. But somebody's got a choice to make. And if you don't make it correctly, for some people, it could literally lead to the law being out here and going to jail. Because King of Swords also can represent authority out here. And somebody could go to jail for something. So go ahead. If that's somebody in authority that's being fishy, and the strength card in the reverse has a meaning of a maladministration, then you've got somebody overriding their position somewhere. They're going to get a tower. Somebody today on the general had hidden accounts, foreign accounts somewhere, and they were going to be exposed and known. So if the law is out here playing a little role in some matter, with somebody who has those accounts being held somewhere with that Four of Swords, and somebody they know something. That somebody can go behind a wall and go to jail for that stuff out here. See you later. Those accounts aren't yours. Money's not yours. It's illegal. But anyway, people do it. Show me more information. What's in the hidden space? We have the pathway. Somebody, travel could be attached to something. The travel was all in the reverse this morning. Also, the contract or the ring or whoever was being talked to about having somebody on the side, and somebody had a clingy ex that was there, and there was something to do with the wedding that came out in the reverse. And if somebody is still sleeping with their ex and stuff like that, then there was fighting and stuff there. There's a big explosion here going on with this tower for whoever that energy went to. So in the hidden space, something about this ring, this contract, this deal, this engagement, can be an engagement card as well. And somebody's not going to open up, or they're being fishy in it because somebody's ex may have been around a situation and set somebody up for a relationship just to be some type of pawn in on something as well. That stuff does go on. That rune that comes out of the bag sometimes is a little plot around somebody's relationship. If there's money around you and somebody playing a game, they're just trying to get up in here to get somebody's money, and they'd be willing to say I do for something. I see somebody going to jail here with a big fat tower, because God said somebody who was going to dig a pit was also going to be the one that fell in that pit. People are too smart for their britches. Anyway, if there's a piece of jewelry in the hidden, then there's a piece of jewelry in the hidden. If a dirt road is a clue for some of you all where something may be, it also came out in wording that somebody knew where somebody hid something in the ground. Okay, and so somebody knows somebody hid something in the ground somewhere, or where somebody placed something. There's knowledge out here around something. So journey is sideways. And the Lovers is sideways. Somebody's trying to be fishy. That's a seducing card with the little Page of Cups. Stuff's going to bite you in the rear end. A child or trying to have a new beginning is also in the hidden space. There's something wrong with it, though, folks. There's consequences with this. If you open up to somebody, if this is your baby mama, your ex is out here, they're stuck in something, or they're trying to get in because, or maybe they're using your kids. For some of you all, somebody is trying to use your kids for this money. Okay, if they're jealous, those of you who are in some type of a relationship and somebody is jealous, then you're messing up their money flow, man. Something like that's out here. Show me air. That's dumb. Show me more information. Somebody could not go somewhere today when I was reading in that general reading. So the word dismiss and heartstrings. So some of y'all need to dismiss some type of heartstrings out here attached to a situation. It says stringing somebody along. That's that Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay? Getting pregnant is out here. There's a child out here. And you take this little fishy nonsense, there's consequence with that. I said that yesterday when we were reading. The Most High was showing that the future events stated somebody was going to get pregnant. There was vomiting there, and there was forbidden sex going on somewhere. So anyway, it says somebody is trying to string somebody along. Getting pregnant is out here, and entrapment is out here. When somebody's fixing to get trapped. If you open up to this nonsense, hey, just because you're feeling some type of a way, go ahead. There's intimacy out here. It's sideways. Something's off about it. Playing with your feelings is on this. Okay, well, go ahead and play with your feelings. Stupidness. Somebody's a child out here. That's dumb. Anyway, somebody needs to disregard and ignore this and leave it behind, is what it says, air signs. We don't play games, folks. Those of you who think that you can just get on in here and play some little games and stuff, we don't play games. Leave people alone. Grow up. Find your own way. God's the only one who will provide for you. That's ridiculous. A surprise is out here. So the Page of Cups is also a surprising card. It's backwards. It's backwards, folks. I see Joe on somebody taking this thing way too far. Republican energy is out here. Okay, with the King of Swords, we do have authority out here around something. It says that the name of Jehovah, he's a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. Somebody needs to run into something because there's somebody stupid out here doing some crazy. Somebody says, I will fight for you. Thank you for doing that, those of you who are upright. And then the color white, or the White House, is out here, and it is under the Republicans right now. So it can just be read that way, or a white object, a white person is involved in something. If you're not white in your skin, I don't know what that means for you. Or just being clear of something is out here. You interpret it. Show me air. Show me air. A family betrayal. A singer is out here. The word murder. Somebody can go to jail for something out here. And a bribe is trying to come your way. And God says that he's going to protect from a bribe. It's going to be exposed. Good. And they're going to go to jail for it. Somebody's fixing to get a big fat, my God, tower on this nonsense going on for somebody's freaking case. Stupidness. And you're going to go to court. Attached, there's the bribe again, wanting to show it. So somebody trying to bribe somebody for murder, or somebody already did and somebody's trying to hide something. There's a family betrayal out here in the next 24 hours connected with this. Something's going to come out that's surprising, and somebody's trying to touch you and you belong to God. God says call out upon his name. He's a strong tower, and he's going to give them a great big blast. Okay? Anyway, if you are a singer or something like that, then you are. All right, let me take a rune real quick for air energy. I'm not used to my hair being in my face, and so I'm just constantly doing this today, so I apologize, guys. I don't ever get dressed up anymore, and so I just felt like doing so. So I didn't know I had my comments on. I turned them off. Thank you for the couple of people that did give me a compliment. I appreciate that. Many of you all know that I'm completely alone, and I don't really have a whole lot of conversation, and I don't really get real close with people because of this kind of crap. Because this kind of crap that's in the earth. But I desire to have friendships and stuff like that. It's just until I get justice in the court of law for this nonsense that I've been dealing with, I have to be on my toes with people. Show me air, you'll hold up. If somebody is trying to obviously get somebody to murder somebody, and this is really, really big, folks, in the next 24 hours, those of you who have rivalry somewhere. It's a family betrayal. Your family's involved in this matter. The K under the C, and it looks like a V, may be prevalent to you. This is the torch, and this represents there's going to be justice for something. God's going to give somebody a big fat tower. They're going to be separated from society for whoever's trying to do the murder. Authorities out here on something. Somebody gonna get up and fight for somebody in a positive and negative ways. It's not gonna work out for people who are being kooks in the earth. Okay, there will be justice assured. It's also an apology rune, but that apology was backwards. It's backwards. All right, let's go to the next element sign. 1425 water. Hey, water signs or cross watcher, welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well. See what's going on with you all in the next 24 hours. Let's see what's going on with water signs. What's around them for the next 24 hours. Somebody tried to hack in on my device earlier, by the way, and you're getting shut down. Just saying, if you are new, I am dealing with a murderer myself. The Tower in the reverse. So this is somebody coming back for that new beginning that was just in the air reading, and somebody going to open their flap, and they're going to get a tower, and they're going to get knocked down. They're trying to rebuild something here. So the tower, and that was water energy with the Page of Cups. And so if either you're doing it or it's happening to you, but somebody who's in the negative, they're going to get punched by God. Okay? I also feel like somebody out here, water signs or cross watcher, whoever, if somebody has just closed a blind eye to something out here. This is knowledge when the Tower comes out, but it's also the eyeball. And somebody has, I mean, we had the word court also come out, and somebody knew something, and they just closed a blind eye to something. Then you do have a maladministration that was also kind of showing there in some cases for the air reading. But the Tower is jumping out. It's jumping out in the reverse. This is somebody trying to rebuild something. Maybe you just had a tower. It's heartbreaking. Well, it's going to be, because somebody's fixing to get found out for something. There's knowledge out here. Somebody's pierced in their heart with the Three of Swords because there's a family betrayal. So it's ridiculous. Either you did it or somebody else did it to you. Coming out crossing is the High Priestess card. Crossing the Tower. Also with the Fool and the Sun. Something's like being exposed. Again, knowledge and I will know is the mottos here. There's believing and analyzing of a signature also out here around something going on. And it's foreign accounts for a lot of you all because it came out. The Republican side of things just came out also in the air reading. So if something's going on at a specific time, when the sun's going out, down, or when the sun's coming up, it's coming up crossing, okay, of something that's been secret, but there's knowledge all around it. Somebody's secret's coming out, because in the general today, we had the rune, the secret rune came out, and then out of 2 decks, the word secrets were there. And so somebody, for some of you all, you already have high volume intuition, and for those who don't, they don't. This is a mistress of a sort also in the reverse out here. Somebody is very freaking a devil. The High Arcana is all over something that's going on with this. For water energy. This is I use. Somebody knows that somebody being used out here. Is that okay? No, it's not. God will put you in an energetic jail as well. 3 of Pentacles. Somebody is trying to work with the third party to rebuild something out here. So 3 of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody dragging in another party. It's going to affect your family, or it already has. It's around a murder situation. And 3 of Pentacles is I'm working against another person. There's consequences to this because some people are working against people who belong to the Most High God. And he just said in the air reading where the sun's at, by the way. I believe we're still in air energy and everybody's under the sun. This card was there. These choices could send somebody to jail. You don't have a right to murder somebody, give a bribe. God's going to expose that thing. You don't have a right to take somebody's money and do some crazy crap on somebody's life. You're out of here. God said that his name is a strong tower, and they who call upon him and love him will run into that name and be safe. I don't know who you people think you are conspiring against other people just because you want to be greedy and filthy in the earth realm, or you think you're going to get away with a crime that's already taken place. Ain't going to take place. There's the Lover's card. They are gonna try to use stupid sex crap. They nasty folks. They got a disease. Hold on. Let's take this. What's in the hidden space for water? Better watch out, folks. When the Fool comes out, we know that God says that if people are fools, they return because they're caught up in folly. They can't get out of it. The Fool's just the zero. It's just a constant, I got to get out of something. I'm genius in my own mind. They ain't. They're crazy. Somebody signed something secretly on some death matter or murder or whatever it was about. And somebody knows that information. It's coming out. Money around stuff. People don't do anything except for money reasons. but a fool will return to folly like a dog returns the vomit. Somebody gonna come and eat the vomit again. Go ahead, vomit eaters. What's in the hidden space? The letter T, the letter A, the letter Q, the B, the J is out here. Whether you're upright or not, person, place, or a thing, first, middle, last name, and the V and the W and the Y also appear out here. And the rune that came out in the air reading was the V and the W. So it is prevalent to something. Okay, it is the Lover's card. The courtship. Okay, and also we had the word just court there. This is a love and romance card. It ain't really. It's sideways. They're there for ulterior motive. They're in the hidden space, or whoever the side piece person is involved in a matter. There's a little courtship in the hidden space around something. And either it's lawful for you to be in that courtship, and somebody's jealous about it, or you've been set up within this on a third party nonsense because somebody's working against you, or you're a part of that. And somebody can go to jail and get a big fat tower. It's a big fat consequence on something going on around this courtship situation. You're going to have a bad ordeal to deal with. Secrets in the hidden space around this courtship. Also, study, or you're dealing with somebody you went to school with, or you need to study somebody's actions or words or whatever that is you interpret it. The word study is out here. And the twin flame nonsense is out here as well. Okay, well, devil is around. And then the test, studying and testing, secrets around courtships. Okay, and that twin flame card will just go ahead and just line up with some type of a situation out here around a third party. Somebody got secrets around this little courtship though. With the High Priestess and the Moon card coming out. You better check your person, people, those of you who are involved in things with other people. Show me water. Why people think they have to play games. They're obsessed. Obsessions, and they're very secretive. Secrets come out. It jumped on this. They are piercing their heart around something. They got secrets around. They're obsessed. They're a devil. What else for water? Foresight in the reverse. This is about future events. This is probably, we're looking at the next 24 hours. So right now something is going on. It's in the reverse. Somebody's got third party. They're obsessed with some crap out here around whatever this courtship means for you. Somebody doing stuff secretly on electronics as well. It's a family betrayal. Okay. And the word ghost is here. Okay. This says leaving behind, disappearing, cold, or no contact. That tower's down. Somebody's not answering something or something like that, or somebody's ghosting somebody, then so be it. We also have people that are dabbling around in this dimension because the witchcraft rune came out today as well. And you got people thinking that they can just put little spells and stuff. And we've got strange energy that was showing up in the general. I kept feeling it. And that little karmic was in the hidden space, which is you've got seducing spirits that are real heavy in this hour that God teaches us about. And you do need to study and observe. Even if you got to be secret, you're just watching people. You've got something going on right now with the third party water signs, or you're involved in that nonsense. There's murder around something going on. Thou shalt not murder. You're wicked, and you're going to be removed out of the earth realm. You break God's law. God ain't on your side. It's ridiculous. Something on your father's side of the family. It's a family betrayal out here, folks. It says that the getting of riches by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death. And it says theft here. You're seeking your own death. God says you die early in the earth when you covet and you thieve. You really think all this money is that you signed off for? Somebody thinks it's theirs. Whatever's taking place. If your father was murdered and there was money around something, somebody's got some type of secret courtship or a secret connection or something out here around trying to get that money, but they're seeking their own death because they're a freaking fool. They're going to go into this dimension and they're going to be separated. The word separate in the pictograph was in the air reading, and you will be separated from God and be placed in that paranormal dimension until the day of the great judgment. Go out on ahead and open your stupid, seducing mouth for this money that ain't even yours. You die. Maybe you're going to be the one getting murdered now. You reap what you sow. And somebody was mocking in the general this morning. That laughing card came out. God said, I ain't going to be mocked by nobody in this earth realm. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. And so this bribe's going to separate you. It comes with the curse. You will be twice dead, and you will not be able to get back to fix something. So you go ahead with your little stupid obsessive nonsense and your thievery and all your crap and your secrets that you have that you were trying to hide out here, and going to work out for you, because Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, he gets the last say in this realm. He's sovereign. Show me water. Shandarabahai. Thank you, Jehovah. It says, Jehovah is revealing that somebody's caught for sleeping with the enemy. They're sleeping with everybody because it's come out real heavy this last week. They got diseases and everything else. They jump in with everybody. You're going to know. Somebody got a side piece down here in the hidden space. Very secretive about it. That shall not take Jehovah's name in vain. Okay, well, anyway, somebody thinks that they can do all kinds of nonsense out here. He said this morning in the general that somebody put something and someone else above him, and they use magic and spells and everything else. That's a big violation with God. You can do it because you have free will, but it's literally going to separate you. You childish people in the earth realm. It's really going to separate you. Grown adults act like kids. Show me water. So children, something about tripping around something that skips something round. Could be a wheel. We had the bus come out. The wheels on the bus go around and around. Somebody's going to get pregnant out of something that's going to take place in a matter. They did it on purpose. Maybe they did something on purpose in the rain. The singer came out. My song that I wrote that the music industry has, that's the day that it rained. It's also involved in this stuff because I'm also a part of a soul group collective. Seeing something and having the ability to see right through the darkness and piercing through with the light that only comes from Jehovah. If they don't speak according to the law and the testimony, then people don't have the light on the inside of them. They think that, oh, well, we can seek the living among the dead. No, you can't. I mean, you can, but you're going to that place. You don't have no light on the inside of you. Anyway, the light comes by God. And somebody's eye is put out here with that tower in the reverse because that has a meaning of the eyeball. Somebody did something on purpose out here. Somebody's going to study and observe something that's going on. And you're either going to pass a test or you're not. There's a third party around water energy in the next 24 hours. Somebody's already taken the name of the Most High God in vain. It's dangerous. They're here to loot. They're a thief. The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro to them that seek death, and you're seeking your own death. It ain't even yours. It's got a consequence on it. You're going to die. You're going to give up the ghost, man. This is a looting rune. This is about speaking, and they are going to speak, and it's all about, hey, a bribe, and it's going to be exposed to those of you who can see right through the darkness because the Holy Spirit is in, the Holy Ghost is in you. This is also getting counsel, and somebody can go to jail for some stuff. Okay? Because murder's around this nonsense. The A and the F and the B, the J, the T, the V, the Y, the Q. All those letters came out. Person, place, or thing, first, middle, or last name, water signs. Those of you who are in the upright, God's just revealed to you what you need to keep your eyes open for. People playing games around you, and they're right out of your own household. Because your enemies would be right out of your own household. Somebody is sleeping with the enemy out here doing something on purpose, thinking that they're going to get a bunch of money on some nonsense out here. It's going to blow up in their freaking face. Dumb. Let them have their obsessions. They're full of demons. All right, we're going to go to the next element sign. Something's going to be right up in somebody's face. God just said. All right. Fire signs. Let's see what's going on with you all. Welcome in. What's going on with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or their cross watcher for any given person? What do you need to reveal? I hear arguing. Like not, it's in the spirit. I hear somebody saying, who do you think you are? It's really bad. I did see arguing going on in the general this morning. The Five of Wands was there. There were triggers that were going off in that reading, but I'm hearing it. Who do you think you are? I don't know. Somebody thinks they're big shot, I guess, around this energy. I don't know. Show me fire energy. So there's the pentacle in the reverse. That's that contract that was coming out. It's overseas accounts, everything else with the moon in the reverse. So many secrets coming out. All these secrets that keep coming out in wording today, they're coming out for people to know something out here. The letter T is here. This is somebody who's also hunting and chasing after somebody. Can represent the moon as well. The Hierophant is out here. This is about your morals and your ethics. Okay? So they came out with the Devil. And the Ten of Cups, somebody is using somebody, and somebody's secret's coming out about that. You could have, so this is whoever in the water reading had the obsessions, and they were a thief, and a liar, and a cheat. Something with that Devil is here. This is I use. I feel I'm used, or somebody's going to use feelings to use somebody in that conversation for this bribe, for this death contract, for those accounts, for whatever it is. This is your home is here. It's going to be emotional, or somebody's lying about their emotions. The moon goes back to emotions as well. The S and the T. Where's the D? Because somebody is sleeping with an enemy, it said. And STDs is right here again. But also a test ran back into itself with those two letters, and it just came out in wording in a card. And so if you are going to college or school with somebody, or somebody did use somebody for a test of some sort, because the word study was also there. I don't know, you interpret that, whatever that means. Somebody's an imposter. This is an imposter card. If that twin flame card that came out in the water reading means somebody has a twin, and somebody's using somebody, to just look at it a different way, because it's come through my spirit, and somebody might be using somebody who looks like them, or a twin, or something like that, in something. That ain't going to be for everybody, because not everybody has a twin, but somebody is an imposter to something. They ain't who you think they are. That the Devil can represent soulmates, and something about your father's side of the family came out. Also can represent a boss figure, and something devilish going on at your work, or this is servitude and stupidness, and something very much emotional in a really big way. The Ten of Cups and the moon coming out here on something that somebody's trying to do. Somebody's being tested. Somebody is being tested because there's seducing energies around somebody. This is temptation when the Devil comes out for fire energy. If somebody's husband's being tempted, or they're an imposter to something, the pictograph language here is, the ninth house goes back to the husband, but it's the sperm. There's sex out here. Somebody had a courtship in the hidden space in the water reading. Somebody ain't who you think they are. Tense. T-N-S. Tense. If it's something about a campsite could be out here, or any one of those letters are out here. This is also a returning card. This is about reconciling something, but somebody is being fishy as all get out, fire signs. Or you're either being targeted, and some of y'all are the one doing it. Some of y'all are being asked to be a third party to come work against somebody. You're going to lose your soul. You are going to lose your soul in this. You're going to hurt your family and everything else. There's murder around this nonsense. The Devil's a murderer. Somebody's nuts out here. There it is. Like I said, who do you think you are? There's fighting out here. This bad fighting. Somebody's jealous. There's a competition energy out here around somebody. It's dumb. Ain't no competition around Devil. The people who know who they are, we stand in the truth. There is no seducing to people who walk in the Holy Spirit. You can go ahead and try. That's why somebody is going to see right through some crap out here, is what it said in the water reading. Somebody's time is up on some bull crap that they think that they're just so obsessed in doing around a matter, out of control. Well, somebody around your energy, or groups of people, or families, is out of control around something going on. There's fights going on really bad. It's very much emotional around your energy. Show me fire. What's in the hidden space? The court. It came out in the fire reading, or excuse me, in the air reading. So there is, and again, the authority was there. The Eight of Swords is an incarceration. Somebody's going to go to jail. Something real deep is going on out here. Okay, well, anyway, it says to look deeply within. You do need to, because you got groups of people out here doing some crap. And somebody thinks that they're trying to heal something that's a lie for some of you all. You have a wealthy man or a boss figure involved, or somebody got this money that's backwards that they're trying to offer in that bribe. It's going to be exposed, people. Again, rekindle. That's the Temperance card. Somebody coming back around to rekindle something, because they face jail on some crap. It's in the hidden space. Past life, or the Six of Cups card, is things that have taken place in your past, and somebody from a distance is here. Okay? And there's a burden, or your integrity, or your faith, or your belief, or not. It's just at the bottom of the deck. Or somebody in divinity, it comes out on platform all the time, is here as well. But your integrity is on the line in the hidden space, or somebody don't have it because they're trying to get away with this contract and stuff. This has a meaning of eternity as well. Again, there is something about murder, because the devil also is a murderer. Be on your guard, folks. Devil seeks whom he may devour, and he can't devour me because I won't let him. Are you going to let him devour you, folks? False heart. Now, somebody is trying to rekindle something, but they're false out here. They'll give a rip about nothing, because it said in the water reading they did it on purpose. They did things on purpose in the past. Somebody's nothing but a bullcrap liar, and all that excrement's going to go right on their freaking face. A third party. It is, and they're working against another person. Just all that's just showed up in the water reading. And there is a truthful person who's known widely in a good way and respected, involved in something. That's why God said in the air reading that the name of Jehovah is a strong tower, and the righteous will run into it and be safe. If people are trying to touch the people of God that are standing in truth. God's not, let me say something. Those of you who may be new, God's not religious. God's righteous. And people have made God to be something in a lot of these churches that are on every single corner, to be something that he's not. And you got people that are false and wolves in some of those churches that will use their little hallelujah and use God's name in vain, like he just said in the water reading. Thou shalt not use God's name in vain. And to try to be an influence somewhere. But somebody got a false heart out here. So you put that together, and there's a third party going on around some crap. Somebody trying to rekindle something because there's money attached to something. The wealthy man is out here. It's going to blow up in their freaking face on something that's trying to go down. God brings out the false church on this platform all the time, because they're whoring after the world. And a lot of the churches just blend right on in with all kinds of stuff. God ain't religious. He's righteous. So there's headship that is out here. We had the Republicans that came out. There's a housekeeper involved in something. Whether you're upright or not, it'll go both ways either way. There's a clarity of a mystery, and somebody getting hit by an asteroid. Somebody is going to get hit by an asteroid. God's going to hit that tower on somebody. Okay? A forceful communicator. You dang straight in the truth. In the truth, we will be forceful. Because people's soul is on the line. Eternity is out here. Somebody trying to murder somebody. Can't murder me, devil. I shall live and not die, and declare the works of Jehovah. Something black. Okay, well, something white was just in. So if there's interracial things or black and white, or something should just be black and white, and just looking at something, be able to just put a judgment on something. I don't know. You interpret it. A black object, a black person. I don't know. But there's a double. Yes. Somebody's an imposter out here as a third party on some crap, and somebody knows. Or in the next 24 hours, somebody's going to have a clarity of this mystery. Somebody's been hazing somebody with brutal intention of abuse. Now, those of you who are dealing with college people, or maybe it was in the past, the study card, like I said, all that school energy was there in the water. So those of you making those connections, your in-laws are involved in some things, and it's connected with your father's side of the family. You could flip-flop it if you want, but it specifically stated somebody's father's side, and the family betrayal was also there today. And so people need to call out on Yehovah Paulette. That is one of Yehovah's names that reveals it, and it means that he's a deliverer. It represents to carry somebody safe away, or to slip out of something. And somebody going to just slip out of something, then you're going to be able to, because there's a devil around. And so you need to call out upon Yehovah Paulette, because there's danger out here. There's an air sign that is involved in this matter. So go watch the air reading. Everybody's under the sun, and the sun's in an air sign. So hold on a minute. I got a card stuck in here. It says, I will fight for you. That was in the air reading. Guess I got stuck in this deck. Well, hold on a minute. I got another one stuck in this deck as well. Where did it go? Okay. Something's hiding in the deck. Okay. A getaway. And you don't need to go with this person, because somebody is trying to seduce somebody. Okay. To get away somewhere. And it's strifeful and dangerous with a murder. Maybe you do need to get away, and it's to look at it in a different way, and God is going to just carry you safe away somewhere if you need to escape out of a matter. There's abuse going on, folks. There's abuse going on. It says run away together, go on a vacation. But those of you who are feeling the temptation, and you're in that courtship as a third party, there's murder attached to that. Somebody married out here to see the Hierophant. Oh, there's the roses. Those of you who follow my channel and understand what that means. I'm not going to get into it for you newbies, but that has a lot to do with the Christian philanthropist that is a false crazy, in my case, that I am going to get justice for. A mask. Okay, well, anyway, somebody really needs to think about some stuff out here. A mask around love. Okay, and the witchcraft is... So the witchcraft rune came out today. I spoke about it in the water reading. Somebody just think they can just put a little spell on you. It's a seducing spirit. There's a seducing spirit. So somebody dabbles around with witchcraft. They're masked. And you need to ponder and reflect and meditate before you make a decision. And if you do, you're going to get a download, and you're going to have a clarity of a mystery that's been going on. The surprise came out in the air reading. And so you have an air sign connection that is here, whether they're upright or not, for you in a third party stupid thing that's going on in a matter. Somebody's masked out here. They're putting up a front. They're two-faced. They're not genuine, the card says. And there's a spell that's already went out in this matter. Okay, it's amazing because the ghost card just showed up in the water reading. Somebody's... wrapped around with that snake. They're jealous. It's right here. Somebody jealous within your connection. Fire connections. You go take a look at this. Whoever's obsessed and some nonsense going on, you're fixing to get swallowed by that great big snake, that old serpent, the devil out here. You go right on ahead. You abusive piece of nutcase, imposter. God's going to take you down to the pit of hell, and you are never coming back to this realm to fix something. You lying sack of crap. Somebody has started rumors. There's pettiness. Talks behind somebody's back out here. You go right on ahead. We ain't moved by you. We know what you are. You're a child, and you're full of demons, folks. How old are you? Oh. You're what? You're your late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. What? People do it all ages, but they ain't grown up on the inside, thinking that demons are going to give them what they want. You are obsessed with some crap out here. Headship is around some matter out here. So this just came out in the water reading. This is about looting on people, and God just said that somebody who was trying to chase after looting on somebody was chasing it to their own death, and so you're going to get yourself murdered. You're going to get yourself killed out here. The A and the F, this is also counsel, okay? And so you do have the court. Somebody's going to go to court, or they don't want to go to court for this murder that they're trying to do or did do. This is talking. Somebody can talk. So you need to pay attention. They've already put the spell out. It ain't going to work for those of you who stand in the truth. Somebody very prideful out here and some nonsense is going on. Full of the freaking devil, but Jehovah Paulette's going to rescue out of a situation. They're again a double masked. Some of you all, you think you're involved with somebody that, I don't know, make you feel a certain way, and there's going to be a surprise when you get away. And somebody's trying to come back to rekindle some stuff out here, and they ain't who you think they are, and they're trying to murder you for something. Now it's time to wake up, folks. It's time to perk your ears up and listen to God and observe His way. Anyway, that's what come out. There's danger out here with third-party people. And headship is all over this matter. I guess if you live, then you're wise. And the Holy Spirit is on the inside of you. And you won't be duped by the devil, and you'll be able to see right through the darkness because the light of God's law is inside of you. And I guess those people who ain't going to pass the test, they're going out into eternity. It's quite the shame. But anyway, people think money is going to get them what they want. Seeking your own death, folks. God tells you and I that coveting and thieving gets you killed early in the earth. You will not live out half your days if you're brutal. All right, let's go to the last element sign here. All right, earth signs. Welcome in. Most High, what's going on with earth signs here? Yehovah. Keep people safe, Yehovah. Hold on a minute. Look, there's the witchcraft right there. My cards fell, and somebody is playing a game. That's the player. It fell out like that. And then the gas, I think it said gaslighting or something like that was on that ghost card. Somebody just up in here playing a game and going to set something on fire spiritually, energetically, emotionally, and then on down the road they're a manipulator. Somebody's already done a spell. It just came out in the fire reading. Speak on Yehovah. Shake people up to their core to understand that when they do that kind of nonsense, they open up that realm that they get trapped in for eternity. They ain't come back in here to make nothing right with you. They you enemy. You're going to get up in their face. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This investment is off. Now, this is also a card in the Rider-Waite. It'll show somebody there with a shovel with that pentacle in the ground, and it came out in wording in the general that somebody knows where somebody planted something in the ground. If somebody real quick is trying to go get that money, that ring, that person that's been planted somewhere, whatever it is, that pentacles come out in the reverse all day today. All day today. The investment is wrong. So either somebody's not waiting anymore, but this is reaping what you sow. And there it is again. Well, anyway, some stupid group, your family, whatever the crap is around this nonsense and this murder, it is bad. That's really wants to show, man, this is jealousy, and the word jealousy just came out in the fire reading as well. It's dumb. People are dumb. You know why you're jealous, folks? Because you're not whole on the inside. You're not whole on the inside. You've made things and other people your idol. And you can never obtain something that you think you want, because everything that you and I really need is found in the Spirit of the living God. And that's a fact. You're crazy. All you people operating some jealous nonsense, you're children still. Dumb. Somebody don't want a truth out. Okay, it's about this. Somebody's sleeping with an enemy, but that truth is going to come out. This is the fornicator card. Somebody knows the truth out here, and somebody has invested in some crap, earth signs, and somebody's in and out playing games. Somebody fixing to get ghosted and gaslighted themselves because you reap what you sow, man. Show me earth. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. They are pierced. That was in the water reading. This came out crossing. This is the wedding card. Because somebody's sleeping with somebody out here. Somebody got a side piece. 4 swords. That's the death of a person. I'm going to read it that way because the word murder came out. This is premeditation as well. Somebody is meditating. Somebody is just sitting here, cries all the time over stupid stuff because they can't grow up on the inside. There's the devil also came out. Anyway, you better break the chain of this devil, folks. It's obsessive stuff. It's said in the water reading, and that devil was there. And that snake also showed up in the other deck around it. Somebody's ate up with some crap out here, man. Anyway, somebody's going to reap what they sow. Go ahead and play your games. We don't want you in the earth anyway. You're childish. You don't want nothing about God. I guess you don't. Then let him cut your soul completely out of your I don't know, stupidness and go on down the road. Because we don't want, upright people don't want crazy walking down the road. I'm just tell it like it is. Somebody's sexuality is out here, or an older person, or this is about making peace, but it's a false heart because it just showed all over the water reading. Every bit of the lies were all over the place. Somebody gonna die out of a matter out here, folks. It's out of control. So the mature man in the reverse and the official person in the reverse. So we have a maladministration, like I said, in the air reading. I stated that somebody could be in some type of a position. A Republican energy came out as well. And I stated that somebody's overriding their power somewhere, whoever this person is. Somebody in an official place also has to get up in here and be upright to do something as well. So whoever's who, it's going to show all day long. But somebody's an imposter to somebody out here. So that official person is in the hidden space. They are older. Came out twice. But these decks would say that this is an older person. They're in the reverse. It's an older male man. Okay, maybe it is a male man. It is a gentleman. There's something about a postal violation somewhere as well, God just said. That didn't come out for no reason. There's a challenge in the hidden space around this older person and making peace, and something about somebody's sexuality and somebody's marriage and an imposter and an investment, or something about somebody knowing where somebody put something in the ground. So you put all those pieces where that goes, but that's what's in the hidden space out here. Show me earth signs. What kind of words do you want to bring out here? Hating. Stop hating. Well, I guess if you're the devil and you don't want to, then you're fixing to go down to the lower parts of the earth, folks. Somebody is wrapped up with that satanic nonsense. My God, it was all over the water reading. A property owner is attached to something going on. Or a real estate agent's involved in something. Okay, news is on its way. Or you're fixing to give some news. It's secretive because that Ace of Swords is in the reverse. Somebody secretly also, it has the clarity of a mystery because it also just came out in the fire reading. Show me earth, please. The rain. Okay, that also came out as well. But somebody did something in the rain and they did it on purpose. Okay, that also came out together in the fire reading. They did do something on purpose. There's murder out here. Somebody's all ate up in their jealousy over some stuff. There's a double somewhere. Or somebody's twin also is involved in something as well. Show me earth energy, please, Jehovah. What kind of words does Earth need to know? Thank you. A proposal is out here. Okay, well, that is what was in the air reading, I believe it was. That Page of Cups is also a proposal card. It's in the reverse. It's a lie. Somebody's coming back and either because the ring also was in the hidden space. Where was that at? I think that was in the water reading, or somebody's reading had a ring there. Somebody's sleeping with somebody that they shouldn't be, and somebody's setting somebody up for a murder. Your family is involved in this. The family betrayal card just came out. There's something around an older male official person that's doing something where this stuff is involved. Somebody's thieving some stuff where money is out here, because the devil's a thief, because there's been a backwards investment on something. I'm looking at my criminals right now. I hope y'all know that you're going to go to jail, that I will have a court trial. God's just telling some stuff out here. You're willing to go to hell for what you've done to me? We know you did it on purpose. Something forbidden is out here around children, and somebody's being sneaky on devices and jumped over here on this official person. But somebody did something on purpose. The property owner is out here. Somebody's doing it right now, or been doing it for a long time. It says news is on its way. Somebody being sneaky in their conversation, on their phone. It's connected with family stuff. It's a betrayal. Something is very forbidden. It jumped out with children. And that child card was in the air reading as well. And for some of y'all, somebody's just going to get pregnant. But somebody's doing something nasty out here where children are concerned. Somebody did something on purpose. Somebody don't want that truth out. What that means, blind. Okay, so that tower that I was talking about in the water reading, it came out in the reverse, and that is the eyeball. Okay, a lot of times you'll see an eyeball over the tower, and it came out in reverse. If you are dealing with somebody who's blind, then somebody obviously, I stated in that reading, somebody just turned a blind eye to something. Whoever the official person is, somebody did something on purpose. And in the next 24 hours, there's a ruckus out here with this Five of Wands keeps coming out. And somebody's ate up with obsessive jealousy attached to something that's gone on. And murder's attached to it. They are also still trying to do something on purpose. There's the police right there. And they are going to be exposed. It's right here in your hidden space. Good. We want every nasty person that sets up in any kind of position to be exposed and out of this realm, behind bars or whatever God's got to do to get these freaks out of our earth realm. People just can't show up with integrity? I guess not. The star in the reverse. So star in the reverse is also exposure, and it's also bitterness. And somebody is bitter, crying over some crap out here. Around all this money, the Ten of Pentacles is there. And then there's the Justice there. Well, somebody is going to get defeated in a matter, because the word court also keeps coming out. Something's getting exposed, man. And God, there's the laughter. God's going to get the last laugh. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. This is reaping and sowing. And God says, I am not going to be mocked by no one, especially the devil. Something's coming out. You can go ahead and be some kind of crazy fool that you want. I don't care what position anybody is in. God's going to get the last say. You can go ahead and hate all day long, folks. God's going to get the last say. And he's going to have righteousness spring up in the earth, not wickedness. Wicked people get cut out of the earth, and the upright dwell in the land. Now, what side of something are you on? Hate if you want. That's your free will. God says live or die. Your choice. But somebody don't care. They're in rebellion. Look, folks, some of you all, whoever's in that courtship in the hidden space, they being sneaky on their phones, okay? They may be like, they may have a child somewhere attached with that courtship. Or some of you all, somebody's a molester of some sort on the phone as an imposter, doing things with children, or there's just underage, maybe teenagers also doing something with somebody who's They shouldn't be talking to. There's a leadership around something with it. And they're backwards. This is, I don't give a rip. This is apathy and rebellion. Somebody's lost their soul already. They're already lost. God's going to knock them down to the pit of hell. This is also somebody, don't give a rip that you got to search for your necessities and things like that. And somebody's just an actor. They just think that they can just do whatever they want. That's why I heard in the fire reading, who do you think you are? And that fight was coming through my spirit, and that came out in that reading. And somebody just thinks they can just do whatever they want as an imposter because they sit somewhere, but they're off. They sit back and laugh at people, but God's going to get the last laugh. The letter N, or your ex, is out here. The letter D came out, and the letter T is also in this reading. That's all that came out. All right, folks, let us stay on guard in the next 24 hours. All you immature people, you just watch what Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, is going to do to you if you don't pull your britches up. Look in the mirror and straighten yourself up and grow up. Your soul's going to be out of you. It's time to open your eyes and quit playing games. Because upright people are going to take our authority where we sit with God. And Yehovah Elohim is going to bring justice for some nonsense. People are wreaking havoc all over the place. Talk to your children, folks. Talk to your children. It's important. I send you love and light until next reading. Shalom. Stay in peace.